Hi friends, this is Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to close out my budget for the month of April. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. I hope y'all are having a super fantastic day. Let's start with these transactions here. We need to get them all classified, and then we're going to take the difference to apply to my student loans from my utilities and the rent. So let's go with my second paycheck and drop that in here, 2672.46. And what else? I think I totally forgot to put in Google AdSense. Sure enough did. So that was 205.80. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my planner. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever had an experience where something is bugging you, like a scenario is replaying itself in your mind and you're trying to figure out what's wrong with that scenario. Something's off with something. Last thing I need is for anything to go wrong with a project I have. It's a new project, so I feel like this lady's not gonna do something, but I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it because I'm off. But I just got a feeling I'm gonna get an email like 8 o'clock at night from her MD, which is my old MD. And I'm like, I don't want these emails. I can't be lying for people. So 4116 went to my YouTube savings, and my quarterly taxes 6174. And I need to see for 166.30. Let me see if I'm about to knock my whole plan off my desk. Let me see if I put that in as a transaction, because I did pay my quarterly taxes. Yes, I did. So what I'm going to do, I just found that it's easier for me to drag and drop these in the sinking fund, and I don't forget it. So I'm going to drop that into the quarterly taxes. And so if you saw that my balance updated to 6174 here, that's the remaining amount. And you can see the column header up there. So that is done. And so you'll see up at the top, I got $207.10 left to budget. Yeah, this is on. It's something. It's just like in the back of my brain, and I'm like, what is going on? But I need to relax. That's the problem. I need to relax. So I did pay my utilities. They came out to 155. I actually did that today. Today is the 29th. Got to talk to this nice man yesterday, Mr. Phillip, and he told me the bill would be ready today. Sometimes you can call them and they know your bill, and they will let you pay it online. So I'm going to adjust this one. That'll give me $120 left over from MLGW. So I'm going to adjust this down, the plan amount, to 155. And now let's go to my cell phone. So yeah, my second paycheck is where all of my utilities come out. So everything like cell phone and all that stuff like that. So the cell phone, it came to 7066. I'm gonna leave that date because I honestly don't know. And I'm gonna drag and drop that here and then adjust my planned amount. And the internet, that should be a transaction over here. And I'm going to edit that because it was 111.73. I think that came out. It's like the 19th or something. Everything's been a little bit late. It's kind of weird. So that's Xfinity, drag and drop that. 27 cents is going to be put back into the left to budget area. 73. But yeah. So I hope you guys have been having better luck with paying everything. I haven't had to get another tank of gas, which is weird. So I had $60 left in that category. So what did I spend for the month? $19.44. So my sons must have been putting gas in my car, because every time I got in there, it was like full or near full. I'll take it. So we're gonna go down to, let's go down. We're gonna skip over my pocket money. We're gonna leave the 1163 there. That's just where I come back through, count that up when I need a planner or something like that. So we're gonna drag and drop the $60 for my sons and balance that out. So we still have $392.27 left to budget. I think I'm missing a transaction. Health insurance is $13.43. I believe I am missing. Did I say $13.43? No, $13.42. And I've typed in $13.48. That's wrong. So let's see if I can get that pulled up. It's $13.42. $3.48 is what my identity theft is. So I must have mistyped that. Just going to track that. Yeah, 26.84. 26.84. Had a lizard come in through the chimney the other day. Scared the crap out of me. I didn't know where he came from. It just popped out. He's coming in. I deleted it. Undo. There it is. I meant to click edit. I click delete. But you can see, you can undo it. But yeah, I'm sitting down there and I can't remember what I was watching, and it was getting good. And all of a sudden, this thing from the fireplace starts coming in my direction. So I start flailing, and my son hopped up, and we had to get that thing. We didn't catch him because he honestly ran right back up in the fireplace. But the damper's not open or anything, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So 92.92. What kind of math? Crazy numbers am I typing? So, but it lets me know that when I first moved in, there was like a salamander one time by the door, and I thought it got away, and I kept wondering where it went. Now I know it came in through the fireplace. Haven't seen them often. This is like the second time. It's not like the time that between me and my sons, one of us, we opened up the fireplace damper. I think it was me because I remember being the person down there messing with it, but I didn't use a mirror to see. If I closed it and a bird, a bird got in here, but it didn't fly upstairs. It just stayed downstairs. So I saw something hopping downstairs. I'm like, what in the world? And it was a bird down there. I just opened the door and he eventually got himself on out. And it was so weird because he get outside and I'm going to the dumpster and I see this bird on the ground looking at me and I'm looking at it, and it's like, okay, you poor thing, you got traumatized. So for the student loans, I did not add the transactions for the student loans. So I'm out here, but there's another way to do this. This is under the loan itself, and you just add new here. And I made a payment for $1997.96. And I'm going to just select a date because I don't remember which date it was. because I may have posted that payment on the 20th, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And then I made another payment for $102.90. I keep trying to click on the other add transaction area. And when did I do that? Did I do that on Sunday? I think I did that on Sunday. When I pay for one loan for some strange reason, I just like to put what that loan is here. But if it's multiple loans, it can say student loan, it can say Fed loan, it can say anything. And so I'm going to edit this plan to what I have for paid so far. 3008.82. All right. So I know I had 120 from, see, get my scratch paper out. Gotta have my paper so I can figure this out. So I know 120 was from MLGW. I know that $67 was from the rent, so that's 187. And I think because I had a lot that came from the gas. So it's like I can do a payment for 187, but I think I'm going to go with 205 03. 20503, and that'll get rid of the change off of a Fed loan R18 and allow me to put a little bit into my cushion for my 205.03 for my checking account, just to make sure I don't overdo anything. So let's put Fed loan R18. I'm going to see what that does, because that should drop down the 256.35 left to budget. So this is going to be 3213.85. There, 5132. So yeah, that's a nice safe little amount to put into my cushion. So I'm going to close this out. Yeah, so when that payment posts, you'll see my total student loan balance will get down to $27,729. I don't know what I was about to say, y'all. I can't even say 27. I am having a moment here. But not this lack of sleep. It's lack of sleep. I was super, super anxious. We had a meeting yesterday. It did not go well. And this guy was just acting a plum fool. So I'm like, hey, you want it? I'm going to give it to you. And so I just told him off. She's talking crazy to my coworkers, like, mm-mm. And of course, she cries afterwards. And it's like, I'm not crying. He's crying. Like, no. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of every dollar and log into my Fed loan account so I can make a payment of 205.03. Okay, so I'm going to hide these messages here. They are the same alerts and messages that we read before. So let me scroll down so you can see my last payment was for $102.90. And my account balance is $27,934.03. So I am about to go into my loan details to post this payment for $205.03. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the change because y'all know y'all don't like change. You do not like change, but it's okay. And also, I can't remember. I know somebody was talking about like their way of dealing with the forbearance period was like not popular because they chose to save the money and then they're going to pay before the interest starts. I don't think that is not popular. I think it's just another method to me. It's just another way for me. I didn't go that route because I remember when I heard the forbearance, the first thing was, oh, I'm going to capitalize on this and I'm just going to be making my payments to get as much of this taken care of before interest starts again. So that was my mindset. It was the first thing that came to mind, and that's what I did. Sorry, I'm just scrolling and I'm like, what am I looking for now? And I'm looking for make a payment on this loan. Um, Now, when I heard of it, because I can't remember if I heard it first, someone or multiple people commenting on a video, or if I saw someone on YouTube who said that was what they were going to do. For me, the first thing that popped into my head was I don't trust myself to do that. I probably won't save as aggressively as I would try to pay it down. So I would end up leaving. My thought was for me, I would probably leave myself with a higher balance when the interest started than if I had just been doing what I had normally been doing and just chunking the payments on the student loans. Um, it's a different mind thing for me when it's saving versus trying to pay stuff down. I have a little bit more a harder time trying to save. But like in my efforts to get rid of this, I'm very motivated. So I just thought I would mess it up, and I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." But that's my first mind, and I don't know how you guys operate, but for me, um, I trust that first thought. That first feeling to me is more authentic, is one that I haven't taken in too much other stuff and other thoughts from other people telling me what I should do. And I need to go with that. I have to go with what's going to motivate me because if I don't do that, typically I mess up. So I don't want to do that. So that's the way I thought about it. It was this is what you thought you were going to do, and you'll probably be more aggressive doing this. You might not be as aggressive if you do that. And that was just a first thought. But I don't think it's a right way or a wrong way because they always say some people are natural savers and some people are spenders. I'm more of a spender. And but like my sons are savers. So who'd have thunk it? So that's the way I thought, but I never thought that, like one is a popular way and one is a unpopular way. There's just two different ways to achieve the same end. And for me, it was factoring in my behavior because more than anybody, I know what I can get up to. And I know how many excuses I can give myself, especially when I want stuff. Um, and I'm always wanting some. Don't necessarily need it, but I'm always wanting it. So I am going to advance you guys to the confirmation page while I post this payment. So we are to the confirmation page. So that is a good thing. So I'm going to return to my account summary. Hide that again. I wonder why they can't stay hidden. And so now under manage payments, I have the 205.03. But yeah, that will drop the change. And I cannot remember who wanted to get rid of the change. I can't remember all of what she said. I can see the avatar, but hopefully we're close to, like kind of smoothing out that one particular loan that has had the change and odd numbers, and that stuff doesn't bother me. But yeah, with leveling this out with the other ones, but like when May starts and I have my very first student loan payment, I'm just going to pay that difference and then I'm going to come in and try to clean it up. Hopefully that kind of evens out the numbers and stuff like that because when this gets under 5,000, well, probably once this payment posts, I'll be within 2 months. So I should be able to pay this off by the end of June. Yeah, because May and June. So yay! So 2 more months. But yeah, so that's how I feel about like the savings versus the way that I'm choosing to pay my student loans during the forbearance. I don't think one way is better than the other way. I think that if you're saving, you at least get to keep that interest, but you got to keep that same rate as if you were going to pay the debt. It's savings to really, like really capitalize on that and make sure that you don't dip into it and use the savings for other things, because emergencies, or I like to call it perceived emergencies. I have a friend, she always has an emergency. And some of her emergencies, like going to Disney World, it's like, that's not an emergency, but to her it is. But they pop up and it'll siphon from that money. Not saying that you do that, but just saying that I would be one of those people that's susceptible to that happening too. And so when I heard about that, it was the first thing to come in my head. So I knew, nah, Tracy, this ain't for you. No, this ain't for you. It'd be nice to earn a few coins here and there, but you actually have to follow through with it to realize that savings. And so for me, it was just like, I want this gone. I want this gone. Because you guys, if I get this down to about $10,000 by October 1st, when interest starts back up, my interest will be about $55, $56 a month, as long as the balance stays at 10. Back in March, I think in February, yeah, we'll use February because March was kind of different. My last amount posted to interest was like $270 something. So you see that big difference, and that's what I was like, oh, I want to get that under $100. And that's always been the other goal in my head, is get that as low as possible. And as they kept extending it, it made it more possible for me to get there. So yeah, that's my thoughts. And let me know, which tactic did you do? Did you do the savings, or are you doing what I'm doing? Just let me know. Some of you guys are debt free, so you just like, hey, we're just watching. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. And yeah, thank God for the lower utilities, the lower rent that I paid. Barely put any gas in my car because it all came in handy this month to put to the debt. And I was able to save just a little bit to put back into my cushion to build that up. I like to have that at a nice number, so when winter comes around and those higher utility bills come in, because it will be over $275, I'll have the money there. But hopefully by the time next year, when those high utility bills come in, I would be debt free, right? But thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please do so below. And y'all have a super fantastic day, and I will talk to y'all on Saturday. Bye.